What up, everybody? Hey, it's the Sports Chasers podcast coming to you live and direct every week. This is the sports podcast where we talk sports with no hot takes, no outtakes when it comes to sports. Tonight, here on this Thursday evening, is the opening of football. We'll talk about the NFL. Tonight, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Pats, open up against the Dallas Cowboys tonight in Tampa. We'll also talk about the Major League Baseball Power 25. It's going down the stretch here in September. We'll talk about college football. Their real opening week, man. A lot of hitters this week. Alabama, hey man, I'm saying, man, they number one. Like, it looks like they're gonna be number one for the rest of the year. They just came and mowed down Miami. Sorry, Miami fans. Clemson and Georgia, that was a good one in Charlotte. Sorry about that. Anyway, well, meet the crew. Wow, my music didn't cue up. With that said, yeah, so we'll talk about that. Clemson and Georgia, it's 10-7 with Georgia with the win. With that said, my screen is a little set up. We'll go with D-Dub. D-Dub, say what's up to the people. What's going on?
What up, fam? What up? Sports Chasers podcast. We back another week, Thursday, opening night, football, NFL. And by the way, there was a lot of hot takes this afternoon. I had to turn the TV off again.
We'll get to those hot takes. With that said, DA, what's up?
What's up, my brother? How's everything going out there? Podcast world. Here to make this pop, for real.
No doubt. With that said, James, Eric, what's up, brother? What's going on?
What up, Sports Chasers family? How y'all doing, man? How y'all living?
Oh, by the way, we are live. You got a notifications, hit that like, share button. We are live on YouTube. We are live. Share it. Tell your people, say we are live, man. With that said, I'm gonna turn the music down, man. Fellas, what's good? Hey, the NFL, it's always a good thing. The NFL is back. The Pats and the Cowboys tonight. It's a good opening match. D-Dub, some of the hot takes you heard this afternoon where you had to turn the TV off, man. What's
Tampa Bay going 12-0. I mean, not 12-0. What's the new record now? 18-0?
17-0.
17-0.
20-0 throughout the whole season. Yeah.
20-0. Yeah. You know, all this ridiculous stuff. Green Bay and undefeated. Stupid stuff. But who's really going to have a hard time? I tell you, the Baltimore Ravens, man. They lost some.
Yeah, they got. Man, we talked about that before coming on the air. Before we dive into football, we got to go to what the Angry One said last week. I don't know if Eric can duplicate and replicate what he said at the end of the show, but we had to get into this for at least 20 minutes. Well, Eric, you ain't got nothing for me?
You talking about that Klutch Kool-Aid, man? Yo, man. My thing is this, man. I'm just go ahead and give the people what we talking about. Give us a little trip down memory lane. Real quick.
So we've been meaning to talk about this for the latest Klutch Sports, who to me is a subsidiary of LeBron James. They pretty much have all the marquee players in the league, and it's been said that they are pretty much conglomerate or it's pretty much a conflict of interest for LeBron James. Some people don't see it as such, but we'll leave the opening for the legal correspondent. DA, take it away with the Klutch stuff there. As he put
essentially, the way my understanding of this company is this, and I'm gonna kind of break it down to terms that I guess everybody would understand. At least I understood a little bit better. So Kevin's my man. He hits the lottery. He gives me 50 grand to start a company, right? Because Kev's my man. So I start the company, go to school, do what I need to do, start Klutch, or touch sports.
Touch.
Yeah, I start Touch. And as the years go on, I of course give Kev back his 50 grand, or maybe whatever the profit, whatever our agreement was, I give that back to Kevin, and he quote unquote divest himself from the company. He's no longer an owner or anything else. But the type of company I have, and he's still my friend, his opinion will mean a lot to me. So he can make suggestions. And of course, since he gave me money to start the company, you may be feeling a little bit beholden to a dude, and he says, hey, that Eric Warren, I know you got him, D. Man, I would love to have that dude like that playing with me. Be dope. And somehow or another, you finagle a way to make that happen. That to me looks like a conflict of interest. I don't believe it's a conflict of interest from a purely business perspective if it was outside of the NBA. So if he managed guys in boxing, football, baseball, soccer, and all those things, I don't think it would be a problem. I think the problem arises with that his boy in the company that I'm not going to say he owns it, but has a lot of influence in, is managing basketball players. So from the outside and looking as a fan, when you see Montrezl Harrell go there, you're like, why would you go somewhere and take less money, dog? You was just sixth man of the year. What's good? Why would you do that? You would do that because your people asked you to do that.
Right.
And told you would get something else on the back end. Now, evidently, it didn't happen because they didn't win a championship, and maybe whatever else he was supposed to get on the back end didn't happen, right? But the point remains is that it seems as if it is a conflict of interest. So for me, I watch players. Ben Simmons, he's a clutch dude. I want to see if there's some finagling going on, that gets him to be a Laker. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that you just have to watch and see. But I'm not saying that it's a wrong thing for a brother to make money, to help his brother out, give him money for a company, help him start a company. That's fine. But it can't be in the sport that you're in. That's where the problem arises, I think, for most people, is the fact that, it's basketball. You can't, what are we doing? You managing basketball, through a proxy, essentially you're managing basketball players because that's your main man. And and if you say something stupid, of course he's not going to do it. But, if there's something within reason, he may pull it off because that's your man. That's your people. It's your man's in them. Why wouldn't he do it? So that's, I think, from a business perspective, that's where things look a little funny. It's nothing illegal. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that it seems funny when you're a guy that plays a sport and your boy has a company that manages dudes that play that sport and may be able to get dudes over to you and where you're playing at that can help you win. That's a problem.
So let me interject, Dorian. And this article just came out on the Sporting News this afternoon, and this is Rich Paul's top 10 clients by salary for 2021-2022. John Wall, 44 million. LeBron James, 41 million. Anthony Davis, 35 million. Ben Simmons, 33. Draymond Green, 24. Zach LaVine, 19 million. Lonzo Ball, 18 million. Eric Bledsoe, 18.1. Gary Trent, 16.0. And Devontae Murray with the Spurs, 15.
I didn't even know Gary Trent was still playing. But two of those dudes, right? And it was three because Montrez was with him. I don't know if he is or maybe he's not that, the high up list of money makers, which maybe he should be, because again, he was the sixth man of the year. But that would have been three dudes that he had on one team last year.
Well, let's walk through what Montrezl Harrell really did when he signed with the Lakers. What happened?
He signed with them for less money.
Oh no, you ain't supposed to do that though, right?
You can't go below the league player minimums per year.
He won the Sixth Man of the Year award.
He should have got paid more than $9 million.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
he
that.
should have got the bag. He should have got the bag.
But
point blank, period. The bag was there for him to take.
He decided to go run with Klutch and run with your man.
Klutch is supposed to get him that bag.
This is what I'm saying. He's supposed to get the bag, and then he wound up taking less
to play and get a chip.
Mm-hmm.
But they do it with Tom Brady.
Well, Tom Brady's wife is a supermodel. I apologize. The money coming from different places. Now, if Montrez is married to, Kim Kardashian or whatnot, fine, my dude, take $1 a year. Wifey got it. But my thought is, and I don't know, but the point I'm making is that he should have got more money. He took less money to make that move.
Right.
And I don't know if in years past, within the last 2-3 years, I think it would be interesting to see how many guys that play for the Lakers were Klutch guys, left Klutch, stayed with Klutch, but had an affiliation with that company coming in and out of the Lakers organization. That's all I'm saying. But it seems real cozy to me.
And this has been going on for quite some time. So I don't know. I brought this up a long time ago. And if you check the internet world, a lot of people on the internet, the same thing. They noticed this, I mean, come on. This guy's able to get certain play. And that whole Montrezl Harrell, I'm pretty sure he's probably kicking himself now. I'm sure he is.
I think they all are, because you don't give up your money for anybody else.
That's Kool-Aid.
Yeah. That Kool-Aid, I guess it's
that cool, refreshing drink.
Yeah. But he still didn't get no title out the deal. So, I just think when you do things for the wrong reasons, and instead of,
Oh, what is the wrong reason? You are a hater.
All right, okay. You call me what you want, but I'm just saying it's a conflict of interest. The whole Klutch, the whole thing, what DA explained earlier, is the whole thing is just a conflict of interest, and it doesn't look right. And I don't know how not David Stern. What's my other man's name?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver. I don't know how he doesn't see this, and this can't be good for the game. But apparently, long as that money is still rolling, they're not going to say nothing. Just as same thing with China and the whole host of other things.
Eric, you've been chomping at the bit. What you got?
Man, the only thing that I have, because DA and D-Dub already explained everything. My thing last week, where I was balking at, is Mr. Nerlens Noel.
Yes.
Look, dude.
Let's get to that story.
Ain't nobody got no sympathy for you, because this been going on for a long time. You should have used Montrezl Harrell as exhibit A, B, C, D, and E as to why you shouldn't have signed there in the first place. And now you want to go and sue and do all this other stuff. You look crazy out here. What did you think was going to happen? Honestly. So, man, and to everybody else, man, if you decide to do business or whatever, man, just make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, man, because not everybody that smiles in your face is willing to do business for the greater good that is you. So you have to watch out for your own sake.
That's well said. With the
smile in your face.
Backstabbers.
Yeah, backstabbers, man. That's what they said. Backstabbers.
But this is a very interesting topic, man. And D-Dub said it right with the the advent of Klutch and the whole LeBron James and anything else, I think if this was anybody else, they probably
they 100% they step in. Anybody else, they 100% step in and take care of it. Being as it's Mr. LeBron James, he makes a lot of cachet, and they don't want to make no waves as a Exhibit A. COVID, he could go out. Nobody else can go out. He could go out and he was outside. Anybody else goes outside, they're in a super spreader event. You know what I'm saying? His event is not a super spreader event, but so again.
Yeah, because Chris Paul went somewhere and he had to stay out 10 days or whatever case may be. But
and that was the NBA Finals.
Porzingis had to pay money, and other dude didn't.
So before those, if you're watching live, hopefully you're watching live, or whenever you're hearing this, whenever we want to reiterate, man, ain't nobody on here is a LeBron James hater. We're just not. We're just establishing the facts, and we put the facts for you. And in the words of DA, he always eloquently says, we lay the facts out before you, and it's up to you to make some kind of interpretation.
You gotta make an informed decision after the facts has been given.
Informed decision, right?
And this is a different time, but I remember when Zach LaVine signed on to Klutch. LeBron James is welcoming him to Klutch. Like that's not something you hear in other sports with David Falk. You sign with David Falk, like Michael Jordan didn't come welcome you to the family. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that way. Dog would say, listen, okay, you're signed to the same guy I'm signed to. And that's what gives it that aura of impropriety. Impropriety.
What about Scott Burrows?
The same thing. I don't know if like his guys that he had underneath him, when one signed and another guy signed, oh, welcome to the family. I never heard that before. I mean, unless you have a little bit more at stake with the family than just that being an agent. Because if it's just your agent, no disrespect, but what you eat don't make me shit. You getting your money over there, I'm getting my money over here. There's nothing really big about it. There's no, not to say you got to be enemies or anything, because you don't, but there's no real camaraderie that I would know of between, two guys coming into the same agent. I don't know what that means, but when the guy jumps out, hey, welcome to the family, baby. That sounds like something different to me where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Sounds a little different. That's all. Welcome to the team, baby. It's not a team. He's an agent, and he helps us make our money.
That's right.
We're not on a team. So when you do that, it makes you think, dang, maybe there's something else involved. And I could be wrong. So I put that out there for anyone that wants to come and attack me. I could be wrong. But what I'm saying is it gives the aura of something improper going on. That's all I got to say. No more.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have laid the facts before you. His name is Dorian Albright, but he's also the DA. For all those who want to know his alter ego, he has laid the facts out before you, and it's up to you, jury, to make a determination of what's really going on with Klutch. But I'm pretty sure we'll revisit that. I'm pretty sure we'll have more stories of Nerlens Noel and their dislike or whatever for Klutch. I'm pretty sure things will come in a 30.
There's been a few dudes, man, that have fired Klutch, and that happens. Yeah. That happens with agencies, but it's the why did you fire them? Because you was promised a bill of goods that you didn't get, or different, separate, but different treatment from other guys that are also signed. There's a bunch of reasons why. And I guess at some point in time, somebody will say something.
Well, we'll move right along from the Clutch Sports, but I'm pretty sure we'll revisit that issue. We're gonna go on to the next segment. College football. College football had it's pretty much their second week, but it's really the grand opening, so to speak. Let me just run down the top 10, maybe top 15 here from the Associated Press's top 25. Alabama, well, just like in my opening, hey, they just mowed down Miami. Georgia, they beat Clemson. Ohio State with a big victory. Oklahoma is 4. Texas A&M is 5. Clemson, in spite of their loss, they're 6. Cincinnati 1, they're 7. Dorian's team, the DA's team that he loves to hate, Notre Dame is ranked 8. Iowa State's ranked 9. Iowa's ranked 10. Penn State is ranked 11. Oregon, with their win, is ranked 12. Florida is 13. USC is 14. Texas 15. UCLA 16. Coastal Carolina 17. Wisconsin 18. Virginia Tech, big win against Carolina. Very disappointed with North Carolina. 19 and 20 is Ole Miss, and they put the beat down on whatchamacallit the other night. We'll start with Eric. Eric, what's your surprises? What's your things about college football the first weekend? What you got?
I think the biggest surprise, I mean, it's really not a surprise because it's not the same team, is Georgia's beat down. Well, Georgia's win over Clemson. It's not the same team, but Clemson comes with that pedigree nowadays, so they've ascended up to the higher ranks of college football. But Georgia, hey man, Georgia looked good, man. I mean, they were the biggest surprise for me. I know some might say Notre Dame, but we'll see. We'll see. This is everybody's first, second game or whatever, man. We'll see how it progresses on through the season, because 9 times out of 10, the team that you beat week 1 is not the same team that you see in the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes, man. But it's good to get off on a great start like that, though. So.
Eric, since you live in the region, what's your thoughts on Carolina, man?
I have no thoughts on Carolina. Carolina is exactly who I thought they would be. You know what I'm saying? They are striving so hard to make UNC this powerhouse in football. They are not that yet, man. I mean, they're not there yet. They
lost some receivers last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not even just the players that he lost, man. It's just the field, the pedigree. It's still a basketball town. I'm not saying that they can't get it done, but you're not going to get it done in 2 years. It's not going to happen like that.
You sound extremely cynical.
Man, it's I hear it, man. That's all I would say. I hear it.
So when you went to work Monday, or I mean Tuesday, what was the feel? It was like, whoa, like.
Yo, man, it was on the next week, man. It was like,
it was
disbelief.
Was you like on your "I told you so"?
Nah, I don't do that. I just give them that look, like, that's all I got to do. But I ain't got to say anything, man. But it's just, man. In my humble opinion, I think State in this region, I think State has the better football program, even though they don't show improve every week. I just feel like they have a better football program, in my opinion. But, again, it's just one game. We'll see if they can bounce back, but it don't look good, man. Don't look good.
DA, we'll go to you. What was some of your good and bad and ugly for week 1? Week 2 of college football. We didn't talk about week 1. Really wasn't.
Alabama is, at this point in time, far and away better than everyone else I saw.
Yeah.
Cincinnati is really good. I think they're probably better than Clemson and Texas A&M. We'll see. Texas A&M, they won. Not too impressed. Oklahoma, not impressed. They got pushed. Ohio State, not impressed with their win. Georgia, I was impressed with their speed, and they were playing a good team. And I mean, Georgia just looked a lot faster than Clemson did. This weekend, you got to look out for the Iowa State-Iowa game. That should be a good one because you got 9
That's gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody else gets cupcakes this week. I am surprised to still see Coastal Carolina up there. And we'll see what this new system as we get into this new system, what happens with them. I don't think Clemson has a path to make it to the championship tournament unless like the four schools in front of them lose a bunch. Uh, because there's no one else in the ACC that gives them a quality win. And I don't know if they play anyone else this season within conference that would give them a quality win that will help propel them to the playoffs. Notre Dame doesn't have another game against another quality team, so they too are in the same place. What they have is what they have, unless someone on their schedule becomes great, Navy or Pittsburgh or somebody like that.
But they played Florida State, DA. Well, why will you not give Notre Dame the credit?
Because they almost lost that game to a bad team. And Florida State has athletes, but they are far and away not what they were.
No, that's correct.
And they got a ways to go, and I think Florida State will be back. They've just had quarterback problems for a while, but I think the kid they got from Central Florida, I think he answers their questions, and if he plays the rest of the year, I think he'll win far more than he loses. But I would have to check their schedule, but I don't think I don't think Notre Dame has another quality win in their schedule this year, so they may have a hard time making it as well. USC, Texas, UCLA. UCLA look good. USC look good. They all look good, pretty good for first games, but there is definitely a wide gap between Alabama and everybody else.
Yo, DA, stop, man. You know Chip Kelly is that man, boy. Chip Kelly got UCLA.
Yeah, he is, and but I think they would lose to Alabama by 40 points.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know I had to mess with you, man. But yeah,
that's it.
Let me set a D-Dub. D-Dub was at the UNC Charlotte game when they played Duke. Shout out to UNC Charlotte, man. I watched that game and they played very good. That was the first time they beat a Power 5 conference team opponent, and they beat Duke. Very, very good game last night. On Friday night. D-Dub, what's your good, your bad, your ugly when it comes to college football? What did you like?
Football, that win particularly, I was kind of impressed with that because actually they fought, man. Which game is it? You're referring to now? You're talking about Duke and UNC Charlotte, and Duke lost. I mean, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that Duke was going to go in there and do it, smoke them, but they showed some heart. So I mean, it's still, it's a good win for that program. You understand what I'm saying? So for little programs like UNC Charlotte, that's a good staple win, something they could build off of. If you beat Duke, you should win against a Gardner-Webb team. So I mean, my goodness,
they just moved to Division 1 about what 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, Conference USA. Yeah. So maybe a little before that. I'm not 100% on that, but quality. That was a quality win for them. As far as again, watching Alabama, man, it's like it's Alabama and everybody else, man. I mean, Miami, please just shut your mouth. Please shut your mouth. Stop talking shit. Shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear all that, man. And in Alabama, it's a superior team, man. I don't know what else is anybody going to do against that team. So it's a superior team. Everybody else might have a chance, against any given Sunday. That's the truth, or Saturday for that matter. Anything can happen, but Alabama and Clemson. My take on Clemson is I don't know about this quarterback, boy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who said this quarterback is going to be any good, boy. But it's one game, but it's an important game because I think I was listening earlier in the week. If winning these first games around is something to do with the college the playoffs, losing these games.
If you lose early, you're better off losing early than losing late.
That's one, but I don't
but
know. There's
don't
some
lose
type of
often.
it's something about the implications to it, but with all these new rules, man. So it's kind of I gotta kind of do my homework on all these rule changes and stuff like that. But UCLA, Chip Kelly, he did his thing, and Notre Dame. I don't, Notre Dame to me. Yeah, they won that game, but I don't think they was really supposed to win this game. I mean, something happened with the quarterback in Florida State. His helmet. What? Does anybody have any clarification on that?
They not dude out the game the first cat, and then the other dude came in that used to be at Central Florida. Dude actually was nice at the lower levels, and I think he had it was worse than the ACL. Like his whole knee was tore up, and he's just getting back. And Florida State took him in, and I think they're gonna be all right, man.
Florida State gonna be fine. I just think they just did a couple of moves, questionable moves, and we might just be saying something else because they was up pretty big.
Notre Dame was getting them, and I it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, so I still don't trust Notre Dame. How they play and where they play at, what they play, how they play and where they play at. So I'm not really 100% sold on them.
I think this kind of goes back to the BCS, the way they used to do it back in the days, where it was who you played meant a lot.
Right.
And the teams that was about that life, they would schedule hard, especially out of conference. And other schools have to understand, and it's not fair, but it is what it is, that just because teams are in the SEC, they're going to have a hard schedule.
Right.
Because, Georgia's going to be good. Florida's going to be good. LSU is going to be at least adequate. Texas A&M. So, oh, man, well, Alabama only played out of conference, and they won. Yeah, but then they beat, Florida and Georgia, on their way. So what happens is your schedule and your RPI, I think that's what they call it, your RPI.
Correct.
It gets stronger.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these teams that lost that first game, they don't have nothing else in their conference to make them look good. So Clemson has to hope their next out-of-conference game is not South Carolina State. Those days are over. You can't book those games no more. Like, you need real games now to just make sure if you do lose, that you can play another game to get you back in the hunt.
Shout out to Coastal Carolina. They're playing Kansas this week.
Which isn't a good school, but they are a Power 5 school.
This is what I'm saying. Coastal Carolina said, yeah, we're doing that. Before we get off the college football thing, there's something I wanted to do, didn't discuss with the guys, kind of putting them on the spot. Every week, we want to just pick, hey, you guys just pick one game who y'all think who's either going to be a good game or just an upset, whatever. And I'm looking here, and this happened a couple of years ago. Hey, App State is coming down to Miami to play the University of Miami, man. I think App State is going to get Miami, man. They won last week. I'm looking for App State to win that game in Miami, man.
App State's a good school.
App State's a good D1 school, man.
App State is always capable of pulling out a win, man. Like that's one team that you better not take them lightly when they come through, or if you go down on them, or whatever the case is. They're one of those. They're so sneaky, man. But they one of those sneaky good teams that nobody really pays attention to them. And then once they, once you get there, or once they get there, they start playing, and they'd be like, wow, these cats are playing pretty good, man. These,
yeah.
So
I think
I'm sorry,
they'll be
guys.
fine. No, I'm saying I think App State will be fine.
No.
They recruit well, and they coach well. Kids are disciplined, and they actually build a system around their players. So when they got a drop back dude, they're a drop back team. When they got a running quarterback, everybody running. So I've seen them do it both ways, and I think the quarterback is still there from last year, and if he is, they're going to be really good. So I got no problem with them. That game, Kev. That may be a great game.
Dido, what's the game this week? College football, you think?
From what I can see, I don't know. You put me on the spot on this one, man. I don't have to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you good. You got a couple. Number 10, Bama and Mercer. Please,
Yeah, that's not gonna be good.
Yeah, no, that's not at all.
Okay,
Georgia,
how about
UAB,
I give you Oregon or Ohio State?
Oregon, Ohio State.
Games in Ohio State. The game's at 12:00. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'll take Oregon. Huh? just to mess with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot. Yo, man, Oregon, what they used to be. I mean, it's still too early. That's what's crazy about these matchups, man. When you get them early like this,
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't really know yet. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I would say take the early Oregon. Take an Oregon win on this one.
Yeah,
man.
I think Oregon. Well, I will say this from what I've been paying attention with Oregon.
I doubt it. But
they win early and then they falter in their conference. They'll lose to Stanford. They'll lose to Oregon State. So,
wait a minute, you saying Oregon is gonna go to the big horseshoe, and go in there?
Oregon's a 12 team. They're number 12.
Oregon,
don't sleep on Oregon, man. Go ahead, dear.
They do have the number one defensive player in the country. The number one defensive dude that's going to be drafted next year is the defensive end or outside linebacker for Oregon, and he is going to smash the quarterback of Ohio State at least 5 times. Even if Ohio State wins, that quarterback is going to get tattooed. That dude there is so quick off the ball. I thought he was offsides like 3 times, and he wasn't. So, I mean, he gets off, man. He gets off, and he has a good power to speed ratio. That kid's really serious, man. I can't remember the dude's name, but the brother's nice. And I think he's going to influence the game. You know, either they're going to have to leave an extra tight end in the game, or the running back is just going to have to stay in and block. Because that dude, he wreaked havoc last week. I was like, who the hell is this kid? Like, he's nice. So I am I'll go with Oregon too. But I think the Iowa State game is probably going to be the best game of the weekend.
Who you got in that one, DA?
Iowa has won the last 8, 9 of them.
I was about to say.
For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's because Iowa has like a in the stadium at the end of the stadium, I think it's like a hospital at one end. And like they play for like real talk, like they have kids there. So like a children's hospital, and they play for those kids, and it becomes a crazy thing where they look up at the hospital room, and they just and Iowa State has a better team every year. They lose.
Well, this game is in Iowa State, so I got to look at it.
So I'll go Iowa State then. They're playing the state, they're going to win. Iowa State's going to win. If they're playing in Iowa, Iowa's going to win. So
let me focus on real quick before we go to the to the pros. Well, I'm gonna go to baseball first. Then we'll go to the NFL for last.
Sorry, Kev. Michigan and Washington this weekend too.
Yes, I saw that.
8 p.m.
Who you like?
Stanford and USC.
Yeah, that's
another good one too.
Yeah. What do you like in those guys? Since you brought it up, who do you guys like?
Well, Washington is always a good team. They play good. Michigan, we'll see. See if they could get another one, man.
Washington.
If he loses.
If who loses?
If Michigan loses to Washington,
dog,
he gonna be there. He lost all this time. He ain't going nowhere. Are you really? Are you serious, man?
We ain't.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
Yo, he should be nowhere.
Going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere, man. We ain't going nowhere.
He is the coach of Michigan for life.
Hardball.
That's that is the title of the track this week. He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. Michigan, man. I'll pull for
Boy, man, y'all really hard on Jim Harbaugh, boy. I tell you,
man.
No, he's hard on himself. Look at that record, B. Oh, come on, man.
Yes.
Kev, stop, man. Stop.
He should. If this was anybody else, again, I'm not going to get on. I'm not going to do it. If this was anybody else,
don't start DA. Let me go to
the anybody else.
If this was Ty Willingham,
he did it.
Oh, my bad. Matter of fact,
I'm not. Let me stop. Shut my mic off, please.
Yeah.
Hey, no, DA. No, you will not. No. Let's go to SWAC. Deion Sanders in Jackson State. Hey, that was really good. This past weekend down here in Miami, they Jackson State defeated FAMU. The score was 7-6.
Yeah.
Deion's son played at quarterback. I forgot his son's first name, but
his son played at DB.
And his son played a DB, and his son hits.
The one
like
at
his old
DB.
man.
Yeah. he hits pretty hard, man. He's pretty good.
DA, let me go to you real quick. What do you think of? I think we touched on this just a little bit last week. What do you think Deion's being in the SWAC and being with
he's going to change the whole paradigm, man. You'll see. Like, you know what Deion said this week, man? He said, "Yo."
Oh, with the name
asked one of his players to stand up and turn around.
Yes.
He said, "Yo, that's his family's last name. Why don't y'all put these kids' names on their jerseys?" Deion said, "Listen, I will pay for the whole conference to put the names on the back of these kids' jerseys if you want."
That's what he said.
Salute. But this is the point. Why wasn't y'all doing this before?
In the first place.
I said before that Deion Sanders can change a lot of things. Recruiting. I think a lot of kids will go to black schools because they feel comfortable. The NIL is not going to change. So if you're going to make money, you're going to make money and do commercials, you'll be fine. The NFL doesn't care. Actually, they're about to have this year the first black school combine officially sanctioned by the NFL. So they're going to have their own combine. And I think I was telling Kevin, and you're going to really see speed because in the black schools, you still have kids that are on the track team that play football. So in bigger schools, they kind of don't allow you to kind of double dip unless like you're really, 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 really good. But in black schools, dudes that's running the 100 are also playing, running back, wide receivers. So you're really going to get that speed there, and it puts eyes on kids that can play. The NFL is in the business of putting on that show. And they don't care if you come from FAMU or Alabama, because it don't matter once you get to the league. Because, you'll have an Antonio Brown from directional Michigan, North, West, South, Michigan State, and you can make the Hall of Fame. Like, because you come from Alabama don't mean you're going to be a Hall of Famer. Or you come from Texas, you can come from South Texas. It's that game. It's what you put into it once you get to the NFL. So things are about to change, man, because these kids are going to go to where they feel comfortable at. And if that is South Carolina State instead of Clemson, so be it. So be it. This is where we're at. And Deion is shaming dudes into doing the right thing. So he said I'll put the names on the jersey. I'll pay for the whole conference.
Yeah, but he's right though. I mean, why? I always said that as a youngster, like why guys' names is not on the back of their jersey,
because
man.
There's a lot of financial impropriety at black colleges.
Right.
Dudes are not responsible with their money. You always see at these schools, unfortunately, maybe they don't size what they're doing right or whatever. But you got to stop the program because they got no money. Dude, it's 2020, it's 2019. What do you mean? What is going on here? And then you hear, the dean, he ran off with this money and this.
Yeah, all the craziness. Right.
Can't have that, man. We can't continue to
I'm not going to start.
We just can't continue to do it because it hurts the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, for the $5, as Deion said, the $5 of cost to put Warren on the back of the jersey. Come on, man.
Man, I had the name of I had my last name on the back of my football and baseball jersey when I was in high school. Why can't I think?
Yeah, well,
I was in high school, and that was
because your family's there to see you, dog.
yeah.
They want to see, that
Yeah.
you got that on your jersey. It's not a big thing, man. That's what he's saying. Like, your dog, what are y'all doing? These families drive X amount of hours to get here to see the game, and they can't, they look at, oh, is that Jimmy? He's number 40, 42, 43. But you see that last name, and that's your nephew or that's your
And it's a
cousin.
sense of pride, man, for the family.
Yeah, but like you said,
but
it's a weird situation when you look at it like, yeah, why
But
wouldn't y'all put the names on the jersey?
But I'm glad he said something, though. I'm glad he said that. And like you said, shaming these guys and making people get up and start doing the right thing. It takes a Hall of Fame guy like himself to do a thing to get.
Because he really, if you think about it, he really doesn't have to do this. I mean, he's rich.
He ain't got to do this.
He's rich.
But he's seen something
adding
in somebody.
Value.
Right.
He's adding value down there. Like Darryl said, these guys are going to have a sense of pride, and it's going to change the optics on these schools now, because since Dion hopefully will start a trend that won't go away no time soon.
And it's going to force the other schools, the bigger schools, I don't want to say white schools, but the bigger schools, to look at these dudes, that come to them, that's alumni that want to coach there and have, learn their coaching craft. Look, man, I want to be put in consideration for these jobs, and just not give a job to a dude that's been fired 8 times before, rather than give it to a Ed Reed or something like that. And I'm not saying Manny Diaz is fired. I'm just using 2 names. You make Ed Reed the chief of staff. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, sorry, Mrs. Warren. My bad. But I mean, I've never heard of a football team have a chief of staff.
The chief of staff, no.
Because he wanted to coach. And they gave him that. And he took it, and that's fine. But there's a black school, FAMU, Bethune-Cookman. Somebody will give that man a job to coach if that's what he want to do.
Yep.
Facts.
So that's facts, man. But going forward, man, I think Dion's right on, not right on course, but that's very noble what he's doing. He's bringing recognition to the HSBCU schools. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's dope. And that thing that he said something about the last names on the jersey, man, that absolutely has shamed some people. And he said, I'm going to pay for it. He said, so hopefully they'll start a trend and where these kids can enjoy having their name on the backs of their jersey.
Yo, man, people are tired of not being valued, man. And it's something that I've been going through, and people are just tired, man. Yo. And especially when they know you could do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Make things happen. And people, you refuse to do such a thing.
Correct. That is 100% correct, man. But now we'll look at some things to come with college football. It should be very interesting this year with college football. But with that said, we're going to move along to the Major League Baseball and their power rankings. Before we do that, a shout out to Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter got inducted to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
Congrats. Yes.
I believe, yeah, number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Jeter, number 2, Jeter.
I, as a Yankee fan and growing up and enjoying the Yankees, it was pretty dope to see him go from, that streaming looking kid, he coming up getting his first hit in Seattle and, doing the flip play in Oakland, the Jeffrey, what was the kid out there in right field when he hit the pull up in
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Was not I said in my mind too. I was like, no, that's not the name. That's the
Jeffrey.
y'all know what we're talking about. Yeah, Jeffrey Mayer. In the '96 playoffs against the Orioles when what's his name went back to the right field wall and Mayer snuck the ball.
Alomar, right? Yeah. Wasn't it Alomar?
I believe so. That there's so many iconic moments with Derek Jeter, and him going into the stands against Boston with the I believe that was a regular season game. Or
Yes, that was got in the stand.
Him
Cut underneath the eye.
Him dropping Carlos Stanton on us for no damn reason.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was the biggest heist.
I said iconic moments.
That
was iconic. That was
iconic heist. That's what that was. Yeah, shout out to DJ Derek.
Yeah.
Yo,
thanks, Derek.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
But
DJ.
this segues into the "I told you so," man. Yo, I was a little saucy, a little hype about the Yankees' little win streak, and what they did. What did they go ahead and do? I said, "Hey, y'all at least got to sweep." My man went black on me. Y'all at least got to sweep Baltimore, man. Got to sweep Baltimore. What did they do? Yo, they have to be on what is it? 7 of the last 10, 11?
Welcome to all.
Yeah, they lost. They lied. I'm sorry about this, guys. Yes, my bad.
They're losing now. So
yo, the Toronto Blue Jays came in, smoked them.
Blue Jays is like a game behind them now.
Yeah,
Boston has overtaken the Yankees. So.
Yeah, Boston. Man, listen, man. We said sell. Now they still they got Jimmy. What's my name? Gallo.
Gallo, and
he ain't done. He hasn't done nothing.
No.
Had a little hot streak, a little buzz when he got here, but that was it.
No.
What we said is we need pitching, and Gary Cole. I don't know what in the world is going on with him. Every time I turn around, he has a bad start. He figures out a way how to. I'm hurt or something. I don't want to take that. I don't want to say that about him. I'm just gonna say that this dude is hurt. He had a tightness in his hamstring the other night. Ever since,
and I'm a Yankee fan. I'm talking junk. Ever since this whole thing about showing your hands and all this stuff before you,
he ain't been the same. He has not been the same. I'm just saying. I don't know.
DA said there should have been a moratorium on this. They should have started in spring training of next year. But now they started in the middle, and it absolutely has told on people. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right now, like in the middle of a game, I would change the rules. Take the Spider-Man off.
Fight attack, sir. Spider-Man.
The dude says, shoot, I just put the spider attack on. What do you mean take it off?
Oh, man. Let me run.
Hey, you saw me put the spider attack on.
Yeah.
So, come on, man.
Let me run the Giants. The Giants and the Dodgers played a really good weekend series this weekend. The Giants are ranked number 1 here in the Power 25 ranking.
Let me just real quick, since you brought them up, man. What I said last week about the Giants, obviously they are diamonds and not coal because they stood right there with the Dodgers and went to battle with them boys and still showed out as the superior team, at least thus far. So I just wanted to say that, man. So they proved, not to say that they proved me wrong, but that was a question that I brought up and they sure as hell answered it. So shout out to the San Francisco Giants, man.
Salute
to the Giants. So Tampa Bay is 3. Eric's White Sox are 4. Milwaukee is 5. The Astros are 6. The Yankees are 7 and slowly slipping. Blue Jays are 8. Red Sox are 8. Blue Jays are 9. Braves are 10. Padres are 11. Mariners are 12. Reds are 13. Phillies are 14. And the A's are 15. We're going to stop right there at 15, but there is a Power 25. This was written 2 days ago. This probably should be the Yankees. The Red Sox are 7. Blue Jays 8. Yankees are 9. Well, Daryl, this ain't no marathon no more. It's down the stretch.
It's down to the man. It's down the stretch, and I'm concerned. If you're a Yankee fan, you're concerned about that wild card because it's tightening it up. The Blue Jays are starting to overtake and trying to strong arm. So
playing home games now.
We only got what 3 more weeks, 2 more weeks. Yeah. So listen, it's now or never. So I'm like this, man. If you, I don't think the Yankees are ready, and so if you're not ready, just go ahead and
They should have been sellers at the trade deadline.
like we said, like the sports chaser said early on, it is what it is, and they need to retool, man. They definitely got to retool. Oh man, yeah.
I honestly think that they should trade some of them, at least 2 or 3 of them bats, and get some quality pitching, man. Because if Cole is going to have these night ins and night outs where he's not Cole, man, we got to have the second and third guys got to pick it up in that rotation, man. We just don't have it.
Yeah, because every new guy they bring up has a good outing, and then the next time everybody's shooting it over the doggone fence, and he's coming out in the end of the second inning. You're like, ooh, damn, not him. It's just not right. Uh-oh.
Yes, the game going.
Dak.
Well, anyway, with that said, we're gonna move to
Pay the man.
We're gonna go to our last segment here before we sign off, man. We're just gonna simply talk about the National Football League, and as y'all can clearly see, we're looking at us.
It's back,
man.
Really looking at our screens. Tampa Bay is taking on Dallas. Tampa Bay looked like they just had the punts here a few minutes ago. What are some of the things? I'll bring it up for you guys. Some of the the marquee matchups this week. What do y'all think?
Got the Dallas Tampa that's on now, which I think is part of, like Darryl said, a bunch of those hot takes. Tampa may go beats 20. This is a professional sport, man. When you say that, you disrespect every other team.
That's right, D.
They're not going to be undefeated. Are you out your freaking mind?
Yeah,
it's
just
Yeah, you must be crazy. That's not going to happen. So I like that game. Who else we got this weekend, man?
Well, let me help you out here. Cowboys and Buccaneers. Who y'all got? Let's start with D. DA. Who you got?
I'm gonna go against the grain and say the Cowboys, and I hate them. So,
D-Dub?
Yeah, I'm going with the Super Bowl champions, man. It's rare that the Super Bowl champions lose on opening night, so I'm going with the champs to win tonight.
Gotcha. The angry one. What you got? Who you got in this game?
I got 4 words for you. In GOAT we trust. Tampa Bay.
In GOAT we trust. You heard it right here,
but
man.
I think Dak is gonna have he's gonna
have a good game tonight.
Yeah.
One thing about these Cowboys, these guys, these particular guys, even though I hate the Cowboys per se, but these particular players they got on the team, I don't really have no hate towards them. They
haven't been there long enough to do anything.
And that's true too. That's true too. But these are quality dudes, Amari Cooper, Dak, Zeke. I don't have hate for them like I had for prior guys. So not that I'm rooting for them, but they're going to be okay. Zach Martin is out.
I can tell you one thing. Watching what I'm watching right now,
they look good.
Your boy Zeke was not playing. He's at playing weight.
Oh yeah, he looked good.
He's looking real good right now.
He looked good. He looked good.
Yeah, Zeke might be a problem this year for folks.
Yeah. Well, that man came out and said that he played like trash last year, and he told the Dallas brass that he was going to get it together. So, take the man for his word, and we'll see how it goes, man.
Took it to heart, man. They took it to heart. Definitely. Well, I got Tampa Bay winning this game, probably 28-21. They'll win by a touchdown, I think.
Okay, before you get into the next one, I'm going to help you.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Daniel Jones.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Daniel Jones.
About this guy. He right up there with that other guy from that other sport.
Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something, man. Daniel Jones don't get it done
at 4:00 in New York.
I don't want to hear nothing. I do not want to hear nothing. And Daniel Jones, you better get it done this year. This is it, bro. You got the weapons. You got the talent all around you. It's time to get it done. So they play the Broncos at 4:30 Sunday. So we'll see. My expectation is high on this guy. So hey,
Boy,
I might set myself up. I might be setting myself up, but
Daryl's doing that so he can curse me out next week because I said have patience with Daryl Jones. So
I did too,
Daniel
Da. I did
both
too.
of y'all did. Y'all told me, and I said I don't see it. I don't see what you guys see. I don't see it.
And D, you could be right.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, I know he got a glimpse of talent, but that wasn't it for these guys to take him at number 6.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Well, let me say
in the first round. Go ahead, Ken.
That might have been a reach.
A reach, yeah.
Denver is playing the Giants. D-Dub, since you're at it, do you expect the Giants to beat the Broncos on Sunday at 4:00 or 25?
Yo, check this out. Denver got a good team though. Let's I mean,
they have a good defense.
Okay, I'll say that. They have a good defense. They're not going with my man Locke. They're going with what's the old boy's name?
Teddy Bridgewater, baby.
Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, say what you want about him. And I'm not too high on him either. But he could quarterback. But the Giants should win this game. I don't want to hear nothing else. Giants should win this game 1 at home. They got it at home, Kev.
Boy, golly gee.
Daniel Jones is on the clock, my bro.
Eric, who you got for this game, man? This guy's about to just.
Yo, man, the Giants. I think overall the Giants have a better team. It all depends, but it's all going to decide on which quarterback plays better. That's all, and that's it, man.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, and Teddy. Yo, you've had a bunch of chances since your injury, dog, and you probably got the most all around team around you, that you could find in Denver. So that team is playoff ready.
Well, Teddy's done his thing, man. Like Teddy did his thing, and
yo, D, we're gonna start with these excuses with Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy won 5 games. Came in for what's his name? Drew Brees won 5.
Man, that was 2 years ago, D. Come on, man.
Yeah. No. Then he went to Carolina last year, played well till he got hurt. And then he was out.
Yeah, he did get hurt. I give him that.
He was done.
Mm-hmm. But
so this year we'll see what he got. He beat out Drew Lock in camp.
He did.
I think the Giants should win the game, but Von Miller can switch all that up because he's back from a year off.
This is true, and the Giants. I seen the Giants this week. They get a couple of offensive linemen from here. The Giants are scrambling for this offensive line. I don't know what's going on, but they're scrambling. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this: if the Giants don't get that run game going early, and if they fall behind, Bradley Chubb and Von Miller is going to have a field day with that offensive line if they don't get that act together. We always point at the quarterback, and it comes with the territory because they're the quarterback. However, that offensive line and that coach, y'all got to get that together because you didn't show nothing in preseason. I don't know what y'all was doing. Y'all, that was a dance rehearsal, man. Y'all need to.
Yo, E, let me tell you something. That I just heard earlier today. Is Saquon Barkley going to play? Listen, I about had it up to here with him, and the injuries and dude, when are you going to play, man? Like, yo.
Is he
play or
still
you
hurt?
play?
Or what's going on?
Are you hurt or you still? If you're not going to play,
he's listed as questionable.
Dog, listen, dog. You've been off.
He gonna
how
play.
long?
He gonna play, D.
He's gonna play. But I'm just tired of this guy because again,
D-Dub, this is not the Giants show. This is.
I know. I'm sorry, bro. I know you got another one.
We got to cover all
this. Is just it's ridiculous. Go ahead. Yes, let's go, man. Who got the Browns? The Browns.
And now the Browns. Fast forward it. Look at it.
No, I got the Jaguars in Texas. This is a very interesting game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Trevor Lawrence going to be his first NFL start, and the Texans, who was starting for them as quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
Deshaun Watson will be a healthy scratch. Y'all know this thing. We ain't got to go into that. I'm looking for the Jaguars to beat the Texans. The Texans, I believe, are going to be a very bad team this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're a Texans fan or Texans, Houston Texans, season ticket holder, I would be pissed off because I think they could have righted this ship before all this. But again, I'm not going to get into all to that. VA, who you got in this game briefly?
I'm Jaguars.
Jaguars. E-Dub.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars, man. I do not have any faith in that Texas organization, man. That thing down there is a mess, man.
Trevor Lawrence throws for 300 yards his first game.
I wouldn't say
No.
300 yards first game. I'd say they'll be a manageable, maybe 200, 198 yards, maybe.
Okay.
So he'll be all right. You know, starting off slow.
The angry one you kind of screamed out there. Go ahead.
I got the Jags too, man. Texans are a mess. I know they're under a new management. Still, it doesn't matter. You start out by telling a certain player that you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and his voice is going to be heard, and you still haven't heard his voice. So I'm not picking the Texans at all this year. So yeah, I got Jacksonville.
This year, damn.
We're gonna remember that. So every time we go to
They could be playing South Shore High School, who's not even a high school no more. They will lose. Yeah.
Moving right along. Chargers against the Washington football team.
That's a good one.
Who you got? The angry
Where's
one?
that game at?
That game is in Washington. That game is in Landover, Maryland. Yes. Chargers got to travel east.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the nameless football team.
Football team. Okay.
Yeah, that defense at home is usually not a good look for the West Coast team to come east, and I'm not sure about San Diego's defense. You got Bosa, but you lost Ingram. So who you got, on that other side, and who's your linebacker?
The dude, the cat from Florida State is back though. Safety.
Yeah, they got Derwin James.
Derwin James is back.
He's nasty, but
yeah, they don't have a whole bunch on defense anymore. But they're going to try to do it on offense. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going with Washington too.
D-Dub, who you got?
I'm going with San Diego, man. I think San Diego could. The LA Chargers. It's still going to be San Diego in my heart, man. It's just hard. That's always been San Diego.
They need to move back. I'm with that. Go ahead, D-Dub.
Yeah. Oh, good catch. I think San Diego still got me. LA, the Chargers is going to take that game. Even though they're going west, I like the quarterback. I like what's my man's name?
Justin Herbert.
Herbert, yes. So
best quarterback to come out of Oregon.
I think they have a lot to prove. They was good last year, so I think they could build off of that. Washington is not going. I mean, not to say Washington is a bad team. So Washington is a pretty good team. So I just don't trust their offensive.
Hey,
offense.
I'm changing my opinion on tonight's game, just so you know.
You can't do that in the middle while you're watching the game, sir. No, that's not right. We're not
still the first quarter. It's still the first quarter.
Yeah. I've seen enough.
Yo, Tampa Bay got so many weapons. I just forgot Antonio Brown. I just looking at Antonio. I'm like, Antonio, I forget that this guy's here.
It's not. It's
Go ahead,
not
Ian.
that. It's not that. It's these dudes are catching the ball, and there are no defenders on the TV screen with them.
Well, we knew that from that.
No, we said. Listen, no. All jokes aside, we said that last week.
Yeah.
So goes the Cowboys. So goes their defense. They ain't got no defense.
Man. They ain't got no defense, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a wrap. The Chargers in Washington. I'm going to pick Washington. Chase Young, they defensive rookie of the year against Justin Herbert, who also run the offensive rookie of the year. I think Chase Young's going to have a pretty big game. I think
Chase Young is that Washington defense is Sweat.
That front
what's his name? Sweat,
ridiculous.
Young, and the other kid.
You got Young. You got
Young, Sweat. What's the other kid's name?
Sweat. You got Allen. You got
There's another dude.
Boy name. Yeah.
But Washington is. I mean, defensively, they're gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I'm still picking the Chargers.
Let's go to the next game. We got the Seahawks coming to Indianapolis against the Colts. Will Wentz play? Is Wentz playing? Is he?
I don't think so.
No.
So he's out still. I'm gonna start off first. I think the Seahawks should win this game. I'm picking like 20 to 10. Seahawks win.
Who's the Colts quarterback then? Anybody know offhand?
I got it.
Get
I
it for
got
you.
it. It's a name that I know.
Exactly. I'm going Seattle. Yeah.
Okay.
He don't. The angry said.
It's the problem. Ellinger is not playing, so that means that. Okay.
Touchdown Tampa Bay, by the way. So yeah, you can change your pick.
Yeah, I'm done.
And GOAT we trust.
Yo, dog. Yo, man. I don't know what else to say to you guys, man.
Jacob Eason from Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Go ahead,
Georgia
man.
quarterback. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. And I don't even like Seattle like that. Seattle, Seattle will win that game.
I don't. If it's by more than 14 points, I'll be shocked because I'm not sold on Seattle as a whole like they used to be. So
next game up, DA, did you pick Seattle? Who did you pick, sir?
Seattle's good enough for me.
Okay. Moving right along, Jets and Panthers. I think this is the revenge
I
game
will be.
for Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Panthers easy.
Panthers.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are going to win. We all agreed the Panthers.
Panthers on this one.
Boy, if the Panthers lose this game at home,
yeah,
with Mr. Darnold at the helm,
I don't think they're gonna lose, man. I think the Panthers.
All you guys, especially you, the moderator, talked about how good he looked at preseason. The kid, Zach, what's his name?
Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson did. He did.
He looked good at preseason. That's all what y'all guys said last week, and now you're going against him.
I mean, there's a better quarterback. I think there's a better team, man. I'm not saying that, I just hopefully. I mean, you got me, man. What else? I mean, you got me, man. You got me. Yeah, okay. I picked him, but I'm not picking him now.
But he did look good, though.
Yeah, he did look good. So we all will say that it's the Panthers should win that game at Bank of America Stadium in downtown Charlotte. Moving right along, we'll go to the Minnesota Vikings play the.
Nobody care about no Minnesota. Go to another game.
Minnesota's going to beat Cincinnati.
Yeah, I agree.
This game is in Minnesota?
No, this game is in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm going Cincinnati.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think Cincinnati might be.
They're going to get smoked, fellas.
Who? The Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead,
I think they're gonna be smoking that cousin pack at the end of the
game. Yeah.
Go ahead, DA. I agree with you. I think the Bengals gonna get smoked. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's the running back, man. What's my man name from Florida State, B?
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, they got nothing for him, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's good for 8 games a year.
Yeah, another one though. This is one of them, though.
Yeah,
this is one of
Dalvin
them.
Cook.
So Dalvin Cook good for this weekend. Now 8 weeks from now may not be good, but he good for this weekend. And they got no defense in Cincinnati, so not to speak of. They're not bad, but they're not good. So I think Dalvin Cook is be enough.
Now the next game I want to go to, what we're going to go to, which it should have been the Sunday night game, in my opinion, if I was an NFL scheduler. The Cardinals and the Titans, I think this is going to be a very good game.
Game of the week.
Yeah. Game of the
week. I don't know why this game wasn't flexed. I mean, it should have been the Sunday night game. Cardinals and Titans, you got the up-and-coming Cardinals. You got the Titans, like, right on the cusp of doing their thing. Derrick Henry, you got the quarterback. His name escapes me as first. Help me out, fellas.
Tannehill.
Yeah, Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill. We got my man Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. I'm taking the Titans, man. This should be the game of the week. This should be a very close game, but I'm picking the Titans to win this game 24-21. Field goal at the end of the game. Eric, what you got?
Yo, man. This is this one is near and dear to my heart down there in Cashville. 615 stand up. Okay, but don't stand up. Anyway, yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals, man. I think this is going to be a statement game. This is going to be one of them drives where Kyler gets loose in the fourth quarter. He scampers around on the 3rd and 12 or whatever when all looks lost, and they're going to kick that field goal, man. 24-21 is your final.
Yo, I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals as well, man. I think the Cardinals is I like Tennessee. I like Tennessee. I think Tennessee is a dope team also, but I think the Cardinals got the better quarterback. So I'm going with the Cardinals on this one.
All right, look like me and DA have disagreed with the D-Dub and the angry one. So yeah, we're picking the Titans and y'all guys picking the Cardinals, man. Moving right along, DA's team, the San Francisco 49ers coming east to Detroit playing the Lions. DA, what's up with the team? You going with your heart or you going with what's good?
Oh, what's good is the Niners. The Niners are going to win this game. I'm not even going to watch this one.
Yeah, man. Yo, dog. The Detroit is still Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, San Francisco easy, man. It's not.
Are we saying the Lions will lion?
The Lions
they
will
going
lion.
lion.
Yeah.
They going lion. Especially with that new line they got. Yeah, if San Fran don't win by more than 21 points,
it's a problem.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Niners too. Niners should win this game easily.
Like
easy.
Trey Young could actually play this game, but he's not. But
right. We're gonna move right along to the Steelers and Bills. I think another marquee matchup.
Bills.
You mean Trey Lance? You say Trey? I was like,
I thought about that. Yeah, Trey.
It threw me off for a minute.
Trey Lance.
Yeah,
my bad.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, they travel to Orchard Park in New York to face the Buffalo Bills. I'm picking Josh Allen and the Bills to put in that work against the Steelers. I think the Bills should win this game. D-Dub?
Yeah, I got the Bills. I think the Bills is probably one of the best teams in the AFC. So I'm going with the Buffalo Bills in this one.
Gotcha. DA?
Yeah, I think the Bills should win this game.
Buffalo.
It's a consensus. Buffalo, it is. Eagles and Falcons, two teams that are, wow, they're trying to figure things out now.
Yeah. This
is
a tough one.
Well, yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Go ahead.
Eagles.
Why? Okay. Why you say the Eagles?
I don't know.
That's how bad I think the Eagles are going to be this year. I don't think the Eagles got anything.
No,
if it means anything, Matt Ryan is 3-0 against the Eagles at home. If it means anything.
Matt Ryan, what?
Matt Ryan is 3-0 at home against the Eagles. If that means anything.
I mean,
it
might mean something, but again, Atlanta has a lot to get over too. Atlanta's been going through their stuff. So is the Eagles. Even though I guess they put in their eggs into Mr. Hurts, or is it? Are they cool with him? Yeah. Are they cool with him to start?
Yeah, Jalen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're good. So, I think Jalen's a hell of a player, man. I think he's a good quarterback. I'm not exactly sure, how things are turned because I don't know what his weapons look like. He does have the Heisman Trophy winner, so
right.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. I think they're put together. The rest of the Eagles team is good. Defense is pretty good, and the offensive line is back. So they didn't lose anybody. So
yeah, do you want to change your pick again? They
CD Lamb
just scored.
No.
You good?
No.
CD Lamb, that was a good play. He froze number 23. Yeah.
I'm picking I guess I don't know. I'll pick the Falcons. They're the home team. They're gonna win that game. Everybody else, D-Dub.
Yeah, I got the Falcons also.
Okay.
This is a hard one, man. And it's not even like a good type.
Yeah, it's not like right.
It's not a good hard. No, it's definitely not.
I want to pick Atlanta. Well, y'all know how I feel about Atlanta. And I can see this game with their lack of defense, how they can easily lose this game. But like DA said, I don't know all the weapons that Philly has. So this is almost like a hot potato game for me. I'll go I'll go Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't want to, but yeah.
Another good one, Browns and Chiefs. Browns travel to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. They face the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs should win this game. I just read a stat that Cleveland is 0-15 in week 1 since 2005. I mean, I know that.
Cleveland. Cleveland.
That's a this is not the same Cleveland team. You know what I'm saying?
When they put stats out like that, that's really unfair to the players now.
Not,
you know what I'm saying? That's
that was cool for them other Cleveland teams, and we knew why because they was bad. They was bad teams, but this Cleveland team is a little different, and I don't think it's going to be as easy as for the Chiefs, like people think it's going to be. I think Cleveland's going to have something to say at the end of the day. So I'm going to go with the Brownies.
Anthony Rizzo just tied the Yankee game up against the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Rizzo.
But
E-Dub, what you got? What you got, E?
On Cleveland, man. I believe in that. I told y'all years ago that running game, if they ever commit to the running game, this is going to be a different team.
Got to.
And it seems like that's what they're doing. I'm riding with the running team, man. I'm riding with Baker, man, and the Brownies.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Chiefs cream of the crop. I think this should be a good game. This might be
cream of the crop. Whoa. No, I'm just trying to go.
They did win the AFC. They did when they represented the AFC in the
That was last year, though, dog. That was last year.
All right.
No, we got it. I'm messing with the moderator.
Man, I'm good. I'm taking the Chiefs, man. Moving right along. We got the Packers and Saints.
Jameis, baby. That's my upset special.
And Jameis, we trust you.
Yeah.
Going with Jameis to
yes,
win
sir. Yes,
against
sir. Yes,
Aaron
sir.
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is back.
I got a bigger upset for y'all. I don't think y'all ready though.
Famous Jameis.
Special. Yeah, I'm going with Jameis, man.
I'm picking the Packers, man. Packers going down there and gonna put in the work. That game is actually because of the hurricane. That game
Jacksonville
and played in Jacksonville because New Orleans is still cleaning up from Hurricane Ida.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kev with Green Bay also. I mean, I like James. I hope he has a good game. So I'm hoping to see he bounces back because they talk so much trash about him.
Yeah.
And he sat out of last year, so I'm kind of pulling for this dude. So hopefully he has a good game, but I think the Packers will win.
Right. Eric, we got.
I got the Saints, man.
Okay.
And just a disclaimer, y'all can ridicule me all you want. I got Jameis as the MVP this year.
Okay.
Bold. I know that's bold. I know.
Nah, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy, he's been playing good, man. So it's not. I want to see if his eyes are corrected. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
If he don't throw these interceptions, you're looking at it. You're right. You're right, E. You might be looking at the MVP.
Like I always, I talked about, oh my God, what's my man? Oh man, my memory is terrible. The coach for Tampa. I feel the same way about my man down in New Orleans. If you can't change it around down there in that offense with those weapons, then it's never going to happen. I think this will be Jameis's coming out party, and he's going to throw at least 5,200 yards this year, easy.
And there's only been 3 guys that throw 5,000, and he one of them.
Yeah.
So
we don't do hot takes, but Eric, it was. Oof.
Yeah, that's my pick. And I feel good about that one, man. I feel good about that one. I ain't putting no money on it, but I feel good about that one.
But that's more realistic, though. It's a hot take, but you think, but I think that's realistic. It's not like he hasn't. So
that's a fair point, D-Dub. That's a fair point. Yeah, hot take is usually, will Brady throw for 3 million yards and be, something stupid like that?
Yeah, and then walk his dog at the same time, some stupidness like that.
Anyway, no, we're not. No, we're gonna. Focus.
We don't do that here, though, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna focus, and we're not doing that here. So the next game I want to talk about, Pats Dolphins visit the Patriots in Foxborough at Gillette Stadium at 4:25. I am picking the Pats. No, I changed my mind. I'm picking the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins got a better team.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins.
And they got to run it. They got some weapons. I think Tua's going to do his thing. He's going to be in tune, and I think the Dolphins are going to get the Patriots.
I could go along with that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Miami was building, so we got a good team. So I could go along with that.
I agree. Eric?
I'm going Pats. Usually the Dolphins will get them at the end of the year, not at the beginning of the year. So that I'm going by that fate.
Okay. DA?
I'm going with the Dolphins, man. Better team.
Gotcha. Let's focus on. So that was a Sunday. That was part of it. No, that was a 4:25 game. Bears and Rams at SoFi Stadium in LA.
Rams.
Yeah, I'm picking the Rams. Bears got not a very good team this year or last year, year before. Well, no, I shouldn't say year before, but yeah, I'm going with the Rams. E and D Dub, what you got?
LA.
Yeah, the Rams definitely. I think they won. Now you talk about cream of the crop. I don't know about cream of the crop, but they're a very good team, so they should take it up another level.
Matt Stafford throws for 300 on Sunday night?
Possibility.
On Chicago?
The Chicago defense is pretty good.
Okay.
It's just the offense is a problem.
Gotcha.
I say problem. I don't mean a good problem. I mean a bad problem.
And the Monday night game played at the brand new Allegiant Stadium where the Las Vegas Raiders play at. The Ravens travel out west to face the Raiders. The Ravens got some horrible news on their injury front. And DA made a good point. Go ahead, DA, about your point about what are they doing in practice?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the practices and the Ravens. Because my thing is, if you see this happening in other practices, it's like, yo, hold on. We're getting too many guys hurt here, and either the stretching routine is wrong or you're lifting the wrong way. It's something that you're doing to off-balance these bodies to get these soft tissue injuries. And I know guys say, oh, they do the things that just happen. Not in the practice where everything is monitored. Why you got dudes going full speed in the practice, though? Like the game is like it's Thursday before a game on Monday, man. Like, what are you doing out there?
Well, they did cut the practice short after the two players went down.
Of course. I mean, come on.
I mean, they lost two prominent guys. Marcus Peters and Gus Edwards, man. I mean, these are cornerstones in the defense and offense.
Yeah. It's hard to blame dudes for it, but the reality is like, damn, read the room, son. You got cats getting hurt every time you practice.
Yeah, I mean they say it was off of back-to-back plays.
Why? It's practice, man.
So the Ravens signed Devonta Freeman and they got Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
To the practice squad. So I mean,
Let's go.
Yeah, they'll be
two of the same player.
Yeah, well, they got to bring them up by Monday, so
they're not eligible to play this weekend.
I think so. I think they'll be able to play Monday. I don't know. If not, they won't. Their running back will be Action Jackson.
So. True that. Yeah, Lamar probably got to run a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it should be a very good NFL season. I'm glad that football is back underway.
Glad it's back.
College football is back. To me, this is like the most exciting time of the year. You got baseball winding down. They're going, about to hit the postseason stretch. Football just starting, high school and the pros and college. Very exciting year.
You're hoping this weather cools down too. Jesus, I'm so sick of this heat.
This depends on what part of the country you live.
Yeah.
Me, it won't cool down until never. But I didn't mean to make that about me. But yeah, so this is a very exciting part of the year, man. With that said, man, we're gonna gotta fill in for Mike Mills. He's not here tonight. Hey, we can be found on Spotify,
Everywhere.
everywhere that a podcast is.
Wherever you get your podcast from.
Yeah, we there, man. Also, we're on YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube right now. We're also streaming on Facebook right now. So hey, hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff. Like us.
Tell your friends and family, man, every week.
Every week, dog. We here, man. Next week, we're gonna be live on Saturday. We're all gonna be in the booth together. We're doing something really special. So look out for us next Saturday. We'll be live next Saturday.
Excited about that one. That's gonna be good.
Yes, it's gonna be good. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about, especially with these NFL games and college football going on. So look for us live around. Well, we'll be sending some stuff out, but sometime in the morning on next Saturday, the 18th, man. So look for us, man. We'll be doing our thing, man, in the studio all together. Part shots. I'll start off with James Eric. What you got, brother?
Oh, as always, man, y'all see these numbers. Well, maybe you don't because you're probably too busy arguing over who had the better album between Ye and Drizzy. But, man, as always, y'all look out for y'all fellow man, woman, and child. It's crazy out here. Do what you need to do. Be responsible. And another great show. This is our second week live, and we doing the thing, man. So y'all come out next week Saturday, man, and check us out, man.
Yeah, I think Drizzy got this one though right now. What's going on, DA?
Hey everyone, thanks for listening, checking this out, and anyone who got beef and problems, I'm addressing all drama. So you can get it online and hit me up on YouTube, wherever you at. I'm addressing all drama, like the postman. I'm here for all that. Yeah. So if you got a topic you want to get into, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know LeBron is the best in the world, right?
Yes. at opening schools and being a good father, he is.
Oh, no. I'm talking about in the NBA.
Yes. In the
Mount
NBA,
Rushmore, it is LeBron, and the Kane.
These boys,
I
swear.
That would be impossible because basketball, there are two things you must do: play offense and play defense.
Oh, two-way player?
Yeah. And if you have a guy that won the Defensive Player of the Year and averaged 30 points a game same year and the championship, yeah, until you do that, you didn't do that.
DA, you gotta come up with the times because LeBron has he is just the best. His court vision is amazing. Everywhere he goes, he wins. And
these guys are role playing.
Nobody has more 4-letter network chase down blocks than that guy.
4-letter network.
Nope.
Yes.
And not going into this.
Yeah, I had to mess with DA, man.
Actually, truth be told, Tayshaun Prince has more rundown blocks.
No, DA. No, I'm gonna bring the facts on
just
here
facts,
next week,
facts.
and we are going to. Nah, I'm just playing.
Just facts.
Yeah,
I looked that up. Tayshaun Prince has more rundown blocks than he
Listen, as this show grows and as we're on
that's
live.
actually a stat. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kev.
Yeah.
Jesus, is it?
Nah,
I thought y'all just. Okay, you just
I'm
made
sure
that
it
up.
is.
I'm like, you already say, man.
I was about to say.
No, I think blocks. For my thing is.
I was about to say that sounds like some stuff they would have made up.
Yeah,
I got, and I'm not gonna go any further than this. I ain't got no disrespect for that man. I think he's a great player.
Me neither.
The reality is,
me neither.
Man, I am not, and I cannot. All things being equal, say because you played 20 years means you're better. It just means that you played 20 years.
Period.
That's it.
Listen, we're going to invite you to absolutely. Hey, we're gonna have the people. Hey,
all drama, man. I'm here for it, man. We can.
Yeah, and DW, what do we got for the trolls?
What we got for them? I don't even see these guys, man. Trolls, man. Yo, it's whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be there, man. So I welcome them.
Yeah. So
welcome to trolling.
All drama, man.
DW, parting shot, sir.
No parting shots, man. Yo, I'm glad football's back. Both college and the pros. So looking for a good NFL year. Fans in the stands. It's It's gonna be good this year. So looking forward to that.
I don't have nothing major. Just glad to be here. Just glad that football is back. Is up, back and roaring. Like I said, it's one of the best times of the year. As far as things to come, as far as sports, and I'm glad we are doing our thing here, man. But hey, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and your moderator. On behalf of Daryl D. Dub Warren, James Eric Warren, the angry one, Dorian Albritton, the DA, and in his absence, Mike Mills. Hey, Mike Millie. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast, man. We love y'all, man. We are, if I can get the music going, there you go. Hey, y'all be safe. Y'all have a great week. Y'all be good. Be blessed.
All right.